Once again, Ariana, how are you doing?
I'm very good.
Okay, that's great. Welcome to this class. It's going to start. So, Ariana, what did we study yesterday?
About add in on, uh, but I they have two types. Something about the time expression and the places.
Okay, you're right. So, in on add as preposition of time or preposition of place. Okay, you're right. So, the idea is to start it with the last practice of these topics, and then we're going to start talking about past perfect and past perfect continuous. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. So the idea is to work on these exercises. So we need to choose the correct option, right? The correct preposition. So I was born in on at.
On
On. Good job. Well done. What time will you be home tonight?
at
At. Awesome. Look, that's Picasso, the wall.
uh, on the wall.
On the wall. You're right. So far, so good. I love sunbathing. The garden.
uh, in the garden.
In the garden area in space. Okay, you're right. Let's meet the bus stop.
Mm, at
This is as a point of reference, right? You're right. He's studying physics university.
um, at
Awesome, Mariana, you're on fire. Good job. Okay, we have a coffee machine
at work.
at work. Awesome. Usually does his homework
Um, at the night.
at night. My English classes are Tuesday and Thursday.
Are on.
On days of the week. You're right. Well done. Sorry, I think I missed one. Yes. No, no, no. Do you eat a lot part of the
uh,
day?
part of the day. Uh, mm, in
In. Awesome. You're right. Well done. So let's continue. The children are playing the park.
um, in the park.
In the park. You're right. And space, an area. Well done. Okay. The course starts a period
Uh,
of time.
on.
Are you sure about it?
Yes.
No. A period of time.
Oh, in
In, right? Months, seasons, years. Okay. Do you like skiing? Winter. Period of time.
um, in
Awesome. Well done. Okay, and the last one. My grandfather died
um, that's in.
in, yes, you're right, a period of time, a year. Okay, well done. So far, so good. Congratulations. Just one mistake, but it is okay. This was as a preposition of time, right? So let's try with this one. I mean, yes, preposition of time, preposition of time. Now, let me check one as a preposition. Ah, it was a mix between preposition of time and preposition of place, right? So let's try with the last exercise. So we need to decide it Thursday in or in at on at in. Sorry. Which one?
uh,
Tuesday.
on Tuesday. Um, on Wednesday uh, at 7 o'clock. Um, at evening.
At evening, are you sure about that?
Yes.
So let's continue.
I mean, it could be but in the evening. I don't know.
Because remember, it's a part of the day, right? There's some section, but usually with part of the day, the afternoon, in the morning, in the evening. At noon, at midnight, at night, right? Night different for evening.
Mhm.
Okay. Autumn,
Um,
period of time.
in
Summer,
uh, um, in
okay. Sunday,
on Sunday.
winter,
In winter.
Monday,
On Monday.
12:30.
Uh, at
Afternoon,
uh, in
3:15.
at
Night,
at at night.
and finally, in the morning.
In the
In the
morning.
morning. Okay, let's check it. Awesome, everything is correct. So far, Ariana, do you have any question?
No.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. So far, well done. So, I think I'm going to take attendance, okay? Because I imagine Mr. Javier is working. So give me a moment. I'm going to send this screenshot and we are going to start it with a new topic, okay? So let me see. This is teachers here. Uh, P2, H name, absent. I don't know what happened with Angeli. Have to ask Angeli. Javier. Okay. So now I'm going to share my presentation. Let me see. It's here. So as I mentioned it before, I'm going to close this. Okay, do you have any question about add it on? No,
No.
everything is okay. Okay, thank you. So press past perfect continuous. That's the topic for today. Do you remember the use of past perfect? If you're talking, you have to turn on your microphone again.
I think I don't remember.
Okay, it's an action in the past before another action in the past. There's two actions in the past, but one happens first, right? We're going to check, no worries. So now, here we have the explanation from this book. Anyway, I have a summarized in my presentation, but let's start it with this one. So, present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. Present perfect simple. So, we use the past, past perfect simple, past perfect continuous. We use past perfect simple to indicate it that we are talking about something which happened before something which is described in the past. An action in the past before another action, right? That's the summarize. When he got the station, notice this is past simple here. When he got the station, his train had already left, and this is his past perfect. This action happened before this one, right? Then it says compare this with. When he got the station, his train left, right? This indicated that the train left at the time he arrived. So it is different, right? In this case, there's two actions that happen at the same time in the past. And in both, we use past simple. But in this case, this action happened first. So we need to be careful. Okay, typically with time expression, this is important, such as, such as when, as soon as, after, or before. Right? There's some examples, just some examples. She started driving before he'd fainted his seatbelt. Ella empezó a conducir antes de que él se abrochara el cinturón de seguridad, right? So, often with these outbursts, already, just, and never. So notice we use, there's an outburst that we use in present perfect. I've never, sorry, eaten steak and candy pie until he come to England, right? I've never eaten steak and candy until he come to England. Okay. So far, do you have any question about this past perfect?
No.
As I mentioned before, we can summarize this in an action that happened before another action in the past. That's the easiest way to understand. Important to keep in mind the time expression when, as soon as, after, before, and the adverbs. Already, just, never, right? Okay, that's important. Now we have present perfect continuous. As every continuous tenses, we need to use verb to be. This is the first difference. So we use the past perfect continuous to show that we are talking about something which happened before something which is described in the past, but it is the different, here is the different, focus on the length of the time. O sea, se enfoca más en la duración de la acción. That's the main difference, right? Mandy needed a walk because she she been sitting down all day. So here we have two important things. So the first one, verb to be. Notice, verb to be in past participle, been. After the auxiliary had. This is the contraction for had. She been, right? It's she had been. Auxiliary had, and then verb to be in past participle, been. Sitting, because notice this is a continuous tense, so we use ing. Down all day. And notice here, all day is the length of the time. All day. Right? It is clear, Ariana, so far.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's great. You're so smart. So, okay. Say how long something happened up to a point in the past. It was 2 months before any of the teachers noticed that Paula hadn't been coming to school. So notice once again, we have the time, the length of the time, 2 months. Before, this is in the past, any of the teacher noticed that Paula hasn't been coming to school. So once again, auxiliary, in this case negative, hadn't, verb to be, in past participle been, and the verb with gerum, with ing. And this action, Paula hadn't been coming to school, happened before any teacher noticed that, right? This is a first action. That's why this is in past perfect, in this case continuous, because we are focusing on the time, on the duration, on the length. And finally, he'd been playing for Arsenal for only 2 games when he scored his first goal. So he'd been playing for Arsenal for only 2 games. This is the length of the time, right? 2 games. So far, Ariana, do you have any question?
No.
Okay, that's great. Are you taking notes? Did you finish? Okay, thank you. So here, let's come back here for a while. I have a short summary. So it says, I choose a horrible background, so sorry. Had, past perfect simple, had, the auxiliary past participle, right? That's easy. Used to talk about an action completed before another past action or time is shown what happened first. The time expression before, after, by the time, already, just when. So here we have some other time expressions. Example, I have finished my homework before dinner. She have left when I arrived. Focus the result or complete of the actions, right? Past perfect simple. Focus the result of or completion of the action. Past perfect continuous. So auxiliary had plus verb to be in past participle, it means being plus the verb with gerund, with ing, right? Used to talk about an action that was in progress for some time before another past action or moment. Time expression since, how long, before, or until. For example, I have been studying for 2 hours before you called. So notice here, a long action before another action in the past with the specific time, right? We specify how long. Okay, and finally, give me a moment. I hate pregunta al asistente de IA, I don't need that. So please go away. Asistente de IA, okay. It says they have been waiting for the bus when it started to rain. Focus the duration of the continuity of the action. Let me see if I can highlight this. Sorry, I really hate this. Oh, when you finish, let me know, okay? We're finishing the explanation and soon we're going to start practice.
Yeah, I finished.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Oriana. Finally, main difference. This is a chart with a comparison. So, had, past perfect simple, had, past participle. That's all. Past perfect continuous, have been plus verb in gerund. Focus, result of completion, past perfect simple. Duration or progress, past perfect continuous. Example, she had written 3 letters before lunch. She had been reading 3 letters all morning. So, notice here we mention the duration. This is important and this is the complete. She had written 3 letters before lunch. Use it for complete action before another action, another past event. Ongoing action before another past event. Duration words rarely used, common with for and since. Quick tips: use past perfect simple when the action is finished. Use past perfect continuous when the action continued up to another point in the past. Sorry, it was a kind of long explanation, but that's all. We're going to start a practice. Anyway, remember that this presentation is downloaded in the platform if you need it, right? Just in case.
Yeah, I finished.
Okay, that's great. So let me see something. I think it's page 36, but let me make me sure. 36. By the way, we're going, I think it's next week. We're going to start working on Unit 4. So soon we're going to have the first um, quiz, like in December, I think. So 36. So grammar, past perfect, simple, and continuous. Look at these sentences from reading and use of English Part 7, a Pauline Byrne, and answer the question below. So it says, when my mom and I flew out to visit him for 3 weeks, he had already organized our state in a great detail. Which of these actions happened first? He had organized their stay or they flew out to visit him.
Um, el letter A
Letter A.
had organized their state.
You're right, Ariana, you're wrong. Thank you. Number two, which verb is used to indicate that something happened before something else in the past? Which verb form is used to indicate that something happened before something else in the past? Which
Sure.
one?
Um, he had already organized.
Yes, so it is past participle, right? Or past perfect. Organized. Plus the auxiliary. You're right. Compare the sentences above with the one below. What does the sentence below suggest about when the state was organized? When my mother and I flew out to visit him for 3 years, for 3 weeks, he organized our state in a great detail. What do you think?
Uh, the word already. He had already organized.
So, but what suggests? What does the sentence below suggest about when the state was organized?
Uh,
Is easier than you think. You don't need to get confused with this. What suggests that this action happened first, right? That
yes.
then that when they flew out, he already, as you mentioned it, he had already organized the state. It's like the same. I'm not a big fan of this kind of question. But anyway, okay. Now it says working verbs. Find six other examples of the past perfect had been, I have done, in the reading and use the English part 7 while in the past perfect used in each case. What is the event or situation in the past simple? So it says, a Pauline Bernam, I discovered that two people had died from jellyfish sting that year and discovered this. Okay, let me see the reading. Which is the reading? Okay, this one. So in this reading, we're going to look for a past perfect simple sentences. So I'm going to read and you're going to tell me what I have to highlight, okay? My dad was teaching in Kota Baru, Malaysia, when my mom and I flew out to visit him for 3 weeks. He had already organized our stay in great detail. Should I highlight something?
He had already organized our stay.
Okay, thank you. On our first evening, we had a party on the beach. It was an idyllic scene, a beautiful empty beach, palm trees, white sand, the warm, gentle water of the South China Sea. I swam in the shallow water thinking, this is the life. When a jellyfish swam between my legs. The sting on both legs was agony. And it was only then I discovered that two people had died from jellyfish sting that year and until that point. So far, what do you think?
Uh, it was only then it was only then I discovered that two people had died from jellyfish accident that year.
Okay, so far so good. Do you know the meaning of jellyfish?
I think I do, but I don't remember the word in Spanish.
Okay, it's medusa.
Yes.
Okay, no one had bothered to mention the sea snake whose bite there's not cure. I now understood why the beach was deserted. So there's something missing.
Um, I now understand why the beach was a desert.
No,
No. Um, I think there's no
no
one.
one had bothered to mention it. The sea snake, right? He's missing this one. Had bored. Okay, but that's all. So far, so good, right? It was just 25 present perfect simple sentences. Now it says, complete the sentences by reading the verb in brackets in the correct form. Past simple or past perfect. No, 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 sorry. I think this is my bad. This is past perfect simple and past perfect. I don't know. Yes, it's okay. So, complete these sentences by reading the verb in brackets in the correct form. Past simple or past perfect in the gaps. So, in the first one, Ariana, what do you think, Ariana?
We were feeling hungry also. We had eaten a lunch.
You're right, Ethan. Although, aunque we have a real lunch only an hour. Okay, you're right. Good job before. Number two.
Eh, I didn't.
Sorry.
I had never been there before. I'd never been.
You're right. The clue here is never. Well done. Number three.
Um, Party which or um had organized.
You're right, Ariana. Well done. Number four. You're on fire. You're doing pretty good, actually.
Uh, uh, when I arrived in Nairobi, I had lost my passport.
Let me see. When I arrived in Nairobi, I wasn't allowed to enter into the country because.
I
Okay,
had
could be. Have
uh,
lost. Okay, what else? No, no, that's all. That's number four, right? Okay, you're right. Number five. Sorry.
I recognized her. Recognized.
You're right. Her from the photograph. Although.
Um, I have never is spoken. Spoken.
Okay, okay, to her before. Finally, number six.
He helped to raise money. Uh, which the human had damage, had damage. Yes.
Okay, you're right. Well done. So far, so good. Let me see. So now it says number four. Look at sentences A and B below these two, right? Which sentences focus on the length of the time spent traveling? Okay, let's start with this one. So Paul was tired because he had been traveling all day. Paul went to the information office because he'd never traveled in the region before. So which one?
Uh, Little A, the number one.
All day. You're right. Okay, good job. So far, so good. This is easy. Sorry. Number two, is the underlying verb in past perfect simple or past perfect continuous of this sentence? The no, the letter A.
Um, is the underline.
The underline is this one. Underline is como subrayada, right?
Um,
It is in past perfect simple or past perfect continuous. This sentence.
Past perfect simple um, is el little a
Amy,
and past perfect.
we're talking about letter A. Sí, estamos hablando de esto.
Oh, okay.
But is this sentence in past perfect simple or past perfect continuous?
A past perfect simple.
Are you sure? Notice we
Yes.
have been and we have the gerund.
Oh, is a continuous.
Continue. Thank you. Good job. No worries, Arina. We're just practicing. I think you managed past perfect simple. We need to practice more past perfect continuous. Okay, complete the sentences but written the verb in brackets in the correct form. Past perfect simple or past perfect continuous in the gaps. So the storm damaged the house where
Uh, a storm damage house where uh, she had been she, no, she had been uh, living.
you're right, living. Okay. Remember that since is a starting point in the past, right? Okay, well done. Number two,
We we had well, mm,
you can do it, Ariana. No worries.
it could be we had been walking.
Of course, because notice here is the length, the duration,
Uh-huh.
3 hours.
Forever.
So, had been walking, good pronunciation by the way, walking up the mountains for 3 hours, when suddenly it's
Uh, began because
begun.
I don't think that
I'm not sure because it's supposed to be past perfect, simple, or continuous. But
Mhm.
in this case, I agree with you. This is past simple. It's a finished action. Suddenly, it's begun to
Yeah,
rain.
it doesn't work
Yes,
with
yes,
had.
yes. You're right. Okay,
Uh,
number three. Well done. You're on fire. Awesome.
I had already finished. No, finish. Finish it. Already finished
Finish it?
the word.
Yes.
Uh,
The word when she,
when she offered to help me, also past simple.
yes, of course, it's past simple. Okay, you're right. Number four,
Uh, I had only speaking for 30 seconds.
I had,
I had only speaking.
are you sure?
Yes.
Is missing
I
something?
had, oh, I had only been speaking.
I think I have been only
Oh,
speaking
been only speaking.
for 30 seconds when he interrupted me with a question. Okay, good job. Number five,
I was tired and dirty when I I got home. I got home because I had been walking in the country all afternoon.
awesome,
Mhm.
easy. Okay, this is the last exercise from the book. So far, so good. Sorry because there's like a plain exercise, but you're doing pretty good. Candidates often make mistake with the past perfect and continued. Past perfect simple and continued. Sorry, I think simple is weird. Correct the mistakes in these sentences. So I couldn't believe he had done such a thing. It's easy. The mistake is easy.
Had done such thing. He had.
Had, of course, instead
Had.
of have, had. Okay,
Yes.
number two. I was hungry when I read because I didn't have anything to eat all day.
I hadn't had. I hadn't had any.
You're right. Number three.
Mm, he been hadn't been on them before.
Number four.
Um, I had always wanted a before. I had always wanted.
No.
No,
Be careful because we don't use, this is adverb of frequency, and we don't use adverb of frequency with past perfect. The mistake actually is here. Have both.
had
On one of
no.
my birthday, my father had bought me a bicycle because I always wanted one. Had bought. That sounds extremely weird. Remember, it's an action that happened before an action in the past. This is just past simple in this case.
Uh, my father
Bought
put me
me. I mean, the
bicycle.
mistake here is that this person used past perfect instead of passive, right? Okay. We suppose these are real sentences that people write during the exams, right? So they use as an example of the mistakes. That's why it sometimes like confused to identify because it's pretty weird. Okay, number five.
Um, she had just finished.
She had just finished here, it's missing school 2 weeks early. Okay, and finally,
Um, I had been.
I
I
have
had
been cleaning the house
cleaning.
all day. Okay, Ariana. So far, so good. So now let's work on some online exercises. So let me look for them, okay? Give me a moment. So far, do you have any question?
Just, I think I need more
Practice.
practice. It's,
Of course, we're going to practice. No worries. That's the idea. Okay, I'm going to share my screen right now. Let me see. Are you ready? You just need to decide it, which is the correct option, right? To choose the correct option. So this is the first one. Let's start it. It's supposed. Sorry, it was my bad. I was quick. Sorry, because I was clicking and clicking and clicking. Okay, let's try it. I to get tickets for the concert for weeks when they sold out.
a big client.
You're right. 4 weeks, right? This is the length. This one, she had homework by dinner time last night.
She had finished.
So far, so good. It's the truth for days when she finally come clean.
I had been knowing. Oh,
And it's because knowing is an asterisk verb, so we can use ing with know.
uh,
That's why. Okay, this one.
tired because she had been a play.
Okay, you're right. This one.
Um, Pan had been liking,
Are you
had
sure?
been liking, yes.
Like is an asterisk verb as well.
Um,
Los verbos de emociones, sentidos. Los verbos que no son de acciones son verbos de estado. Esos en teoría no tienen ing. Pero hay ciertas ocasiones en que
okay.
la gente ignora la regla y lo usa. Pero gramaticalmente más pegado a lo que sería la regla no tienen.
Oh,
He for 8 hours and still wasn't awake when I called.
he had been sleeping.
You're right.
Oh.
She was hungry because she since breakfast.
She hadn't been eating
She
since.
hadn't eaten
Hadn't.
since. No worries. That's why we're practicing. Okay, let's continue with the next one. The other researchers thought that Tutankhamun, when he had an accident and died,
Um, had had been hunting.
which one?
The first one
Awesome. Next one. In the past, archaeologists didn't know much about how Tutankhamun,
died. Yes.
had died because it's in the past.
Oh,
Maybe in the
had
present
died.
they already know. So it's an action before another action, right? Okay, no worries. It's not easy. Researchers discovered that Tutankhamun,
Had.
easy. Scientists discovered that Tutankhamun from malaria for a long time.
Had been suffering.
Awesome. In 1968, researchers thought that Tutankhamun had died because someone.
Um, Had hit him in the head. The
By
first
the
one.
way, remember the past of him, hit is irregular, so in past and past perfect is hit, hit. Okay, researchers discovered that Tutankhamun's family aged.
Had roulette. Roulette.
Awesome, you're doing pretty good. Okay, this one. In 2005, it was discovered that years ago, people him into mommy when his school broke.
Eh, pe- People had been making.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Good job. Well done. Okay. So what about let's play in booklet, okay? So please join booklet and I'm going to create you a game. So let me see. I didn't forget it's a single game. So anyway, I think we need to practice this more tomorrow with Mr. Javier because it's kind of tricky. Okay, I'm going to host. What kind of game would you like to try? Ariane. Okay, okay, but my bad. Give me a moment. Play solo. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen for a while. Let me see. We have these possibilities. Which one would you like to try?
Uh, eh, de café.
Café. Okay, café is a good idea. So, Ariana, okay, no, as we are playing solo, I'm going to
Oh,
give you the control remote of my computer, okay? So, the game is easy. Here you have your customers and they are asking for something for this food. So you need to restock your food, restock food. So for you to restock your food, you need to answer the question correctly. So I'm going to give you the remote control, okay? So please accept and choose the correct options.
okay.
Okay, well done.
Oh, I don't know that that was
Possible.
possible.
Of
Yes.
course. It-
Um, he at that company for 5 years before he quit. He had been working.
Okay, you have a toast. Choose one of your customers
Mm,
and give the toast. Okay, good job. So you need to restock food again.
okay. What is the correct form
Hmm.
of the past perfect continuous? Um,
This game has 30 questions, 30 different questions, okay? So there's a lot of. Good job, Ariana. Awesome.
which sentences emphasize the duration of an activity? They have been doing their homework for 2 hours. They finished the homework. They had finished the homework. It's um, I had been sleeping for an hour. I had been sleeping. Uh, we had already started. We, I don't know.
We
Oh,
didn't know.
we didn't know.
Remember that the match have started happened first, right? Cuando tenemos
Um,
dos oraciones y una pasa primero, una va en past simple y la otra en past perfect.
I didn't recognize her because she uh had got.
Okay, you need to buy something.
Oh,
Go ahead, choose
uh,
your yogurt. Okay, next day. Okay, you're a successful
and by
seller.
the time I got home, it had been raining.
Awesome.
Mm,
So now you have a yogurt and a toast. Okay.
which sentence is in the past perfect simple? She was dancing at the party. She had danced at the party.
It's easy, right? You can do it. No.
Oh,
Past perfect simple. Simple, right? Without verb to be or germ.
uh, yes,
Notice there's a sentence in past simple. So the other one goes in.
she was-
Él había leído el libro antes de ver la película. Okay, you're right.
which is in the past perfect continuous tense. Had she been born? Um, sentences is not in the past perfect continuous tense. No, that's that it.
Good job, Ariana.
Uh, uh, um, choose the correct question in the past perfect. Did you visited Paris before 2020? Have you visited Paris? Uh, uh, it's not- have you ever visited Paris? I was exhausted. I have been running.
1 minute more and we can stop it, okay, for today. And we can continue practicing tomorrow, of course. Why
I
do we use the past perfect simple?
um
Awesome.
the- which of these events shows a complete past action happening?
Okay, Ariana, we can stop it here, okay? So give me a moment. I'm going to take the screenshot. Okay. Ariana, thank you so much. You did it pretty good today. As I mentioned it, we're going to continue practicing tomorrow a little bit more, and then we can continue with something else, okay? Thank you for joining. See you tomorrow, and take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Mhm, mhm.